everyone, it's Greg from Stationary Shenanigans. In this video I want to talk about a guided wellness journal that I recently had purchased. Earlier in the year I had attempted to use my Filofax for kind of wellness planning. I even created a tab on it and everything for my wellness, financial wellness, and kind of household things. And like I said, it didn't work, so I kind of put wellness journaling on the back burner. Now my creative planning I feel like has been working great for me. I've also been using my Erin Condren for just my day-to-day planning and my work planning and such. So I've been satisfied in those regards, but my wellness has not been working well at all. So I recently was on a trip and I had gone to a Walmart that was near my hotel. And I don't go to Walmart very often for different reasons, but the one where I live is just horrible. And where I was in Tennessee, the Walmart there was really nice. Like, it was just something out of I don't know, like I'm just not used to them being that nice, and it was fully stocked, it had everything, and there was no line, and it was just great. So I saw that I always have to go in the stationery aisle because, of course, that's why we're here. And I saw this guided wellness journal that's made by Mint Green, 200 pages. Now, normally I'm not for guided journals that you buy. Yes, I like following writing and journal prompts that some of you talk about in your videos, or I just kind of make up myself and go along with. And the reason why I don't always like the guided ones is because the paper quality is horrible. And a lot of the times I feel like what those guided journals are trying to do isn't what I'm looking for. So I was just curious and I wanted to check it out. And as I looked through the pages of this, I was impressed because I felt like it was something that I was looking for. So I want to just go ahead and do a quick little flip through and share this with you. So the front says, "My wellness journal. If found, please return to." And the paper is like a cream color. And then here we have kind of like the weekly, I guess, dashboard. So on the left page, it's week of. It has a My Mantra section, reminders, a little lines, and then I really like this. This is like a weekly meal prep or meal list, and I just liked how it was on one page and it wasn't too much space. It was just kind of like you write your one or two things. So I did like that. And I will say that one of the reasons I also like this is because it wasn't too flashy. Like, yes, there's a lot of colors on here, but because the paper is cream colored and the colors are kind of like muted, it just wasn't too much for me. It didn't have like sparkles and gold and all that stuff. That's just like a lot, because I want something to kind of something that I'll use every day. It helps me look inward, but again, it doesn't have that flashy factor. Now, don't come for me. I know some of you like the flashy factor. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just for what I'm looking for specifically, which is to track like kind of just my general wellness and doctor's appointments and your numbers, and not only that, but my mood, and I also want to do more meal planning and meal prep. So yeah, so I felt like this was so far working for me. Then the next page is your weekly goals, and it has weekly self-care goals and your weekly productivity goals. So I kind of liked how it divided it up. Habits to achieve goals, reward for meeting goals, habits to achieve goals, reward for meeting goals, and then at the end it says, where your focus goes, your energy will flow. So I kind of like these different prompts. Again, you don't have to use all of them. And it just flows nicely, and it's just kind of fun. So then the next page, there will be 7 of these for the week. So we have on the left side your date, today's mood, just open area to write with, and then I did like this rise and grind, today's appointments, and your bedtime. So this is kind of like a schedule keeper. And then at the bottom, it's meditative activity and your duration, and physical activity and your duration. And then on the right side, it's your daily reflections. So I'm not 100% sure if like your left side's supposed to be your plan and then your right side is what actually happened. I feel like that's kind of how it's set up. Let me know if that's how it looks like to you, like by having your schedule and your activities, and maybe like you write from your, your work or your personal plan or other things you have to think about today, and then the reflection. So it has your screen time, and then it also has a blank time. So if there's something else you wanted to track, it has the hours and the minutes. It has the weather, which I guess is kind of interesting because it might help you figure out the days that you're more successful in your wellness or you feel better or in a better mood, just depending on the weather. So then there's a section for acts of self-care, acts of kindness, lessons learned, today I am grateful for, and daily affirmation. And then there's this kind of checklist of 4 things. The first one is rest and relax, self-care, movement, which I like the word movement more than exercise or workout, and then hydration. So then there's 7 of those days for the week. And then, I thought this was interesting. So here's like your weekly recap. So on the left page, you have your week of, and it says weekly self-care recap, give yourself some credit. And it has some examples, I guess, of what you could write, or these are things that, you should do and you can check them off. But took time for myself, wrote in my journal, connected with friends, did a good deed, enjoyed nature. And then there's plenty of other boxes for whatever else you want to write in. And then these are met daily goals with the days of the week, watered the plants. I do have plants, so I guess that's good. Washed my hair. And then there's another blank one where it's just the days of the week. Total meditation time, total exercise time. Okay, well that's different than the movement. And then total screen time, and then another blank one. And at the bottom it says, keep things on track, but remember progress, not perfection. Then on the right page, we have our weekly reflections, notes and reminders. I deserve a gold star for. Give yourself the love you give others, and then in alternating different lines, and then your weekly happiness score. So yeah, there we have it. That is this wellness journal. Oh, and then I did like this too. After the reflection, there is a whole page that is express yourself and free your mind. This would be great for brain dumps or just whatever. And then on the right, affirmation doodles. So it's plain paper, which is nice if you did want to draw, and a little thing that says, make yourself a priority. And then we start over with the next week. So it's kind of like a weekly wellness journal. I'm looking forward to trying it out. Let me know in the comments below if you use a specific wellness journal. I want to use something that's not an app because obviously I enjoy writing and using a notebook and things like that more than using an app. But I feel like if I was using an app, it also, I'm using more screen time and I'm trying to get away from that. So I'm not sure how the paper quality will hold out, but it seems pretty good. So yeah, that is this wellness journal from Walmart by Mint Green, and I decided let's go ahead and try it, and just maybe we do like guided journals that are sold like that. So I want to say it was about $10 or $11, which again is a great price, and it is hardback, pretty sturdy, and it has really sturdy rings too. So let's work on our wellness. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you next time.